Hi folks, this is Chiro. I'm demoing my dashboard. This is unique. Nobody has this. This just came out of my mind and paid a lot of money to get this programmed. So let's start. What does this tell me at a glance? The times. We have the New York, London, and Japan times. And right now we can see it's 2:30. So this is overlapping time. It's 9:39 here in New York time. This is running on a laptop, 2010 Mac with running Windows on it. It's sluggish, but at the same time there's a lot of calculations going on. And this is based on moving averages and the difference between the moving averages. This was programmed on exponential moving averages. If I'd have the choice to program it, I'd probably want to choose weighted or simple or whatever. By default it's exponential moving averages. Let me start. This is based on moving averages because it's easier to calculate the difference to determine what's trending and what's not, and where the prices are in accordance to the moving averages. Are they in between? Are they on top? Are they? So what I've done is I created a score system. This is the score right there. What this tells me is that the most trending today at this moment right now in the Forex market, the highest score right now, I haven't sorted. I'm letting it run so that it goes out of whack a bit. On the lower screen here, this is the currency strength index. I got it from Complete Currency Trader. Eventually I'll have it reprogrammed if it causes any problems with the issuer. And what else do I have? This one, the info board, I got later, a year later. It's a TrueTL, and I like it because I have mine programmed here, spread, tick value, and stuff like that. And this one also has, there's a range, high and low, and 30-day average trading range, which is 57 pips and a half. So that's not much. This has 89 pips. So you know at a glance how much it moves if you want to trade it or not. So here we go. We have this yellow arrow that tells us where is price compared to the moving averages. When it's here, like this one, this is the T, which means it's trending. So the price is trending above the 1 minute moving average. So if I click, you see right here at the top, it says Australian dollar and American dollar. I'll put the sort on again, all lined up, then I turn it up. If it resorts every 5 seconds, it gets annoying. What does this tell me? Let's sort this one at the bottom as well by currency strength index. You see the two most trending currencies right here. This is sorted by the currency strength index. GBP, this cable, and euro dollar. Here you have euro dollar and GBP. So look, both of them are trending. So if I click on the top one, that brings up this chart and the time frame also. Let's switch this to a 5-minute time frame. We don't necessarily need weekly. Now you see euro dollar is trending above the 1 minute chart right there. It hit support 1 on a 5-minute. These are tied to that. This one hit support number 5 and it bounced back on a 15-minute chart. So let's go back, let's go and check 15-minute chart. It tells me that it hit support number 5 sometime and it bounced. So maybe when it was here, it was resistance number 2 or number 3, and then the latest one it hit was this support number 5, and it's trending. You see the last 3 periods, 1, 2, 3, were trending, and the previous 2 were like not trending. So now we're into this next time frame at the close of the bar. This here tells me in how much time the bar is going to close. In 14 minutes 16, so it's recently opened. This is the most trending at 4.4 score. But look at the long term. Weekly, daily, this arrow is like an RPM. So when it reaches 12 o'clock, it's trending, trending, trending. And now the price is above the minute. So what happens is the hourly is going to follow, and then the daily is going to follow, and when they're all lined up, the top score is 5. Look at this. This is 5. Look at these downtrending. So these are uptrending and these are downtrending. Let's see. New Zealand 5-minute chart, and they're all downtrending. Just recently, this last week, it went negative. If I click the second one, I go here, and this one tells me this is a counter trend long. This is a number 3, so the signal is very early on a minute chart. The price is between the 1 and 5 minute. If I look at a 1 minute chart, you see on a 1 minute chart, the T is the trending, or this is a really fast one. So it tells me that price is above that one. So if I look on the negative side, see, it's between the 1 and the 5. Take the 1 minute, I change that to 5 minute chart, and eventually this will move there if it keeps on going like this. This one has to wait for the bar to refresh on a 5 minute chart before you get anything. Now see, it hit resistance 4. Okay, so basically what it tells me, this one is really negative, but you have to wait for the arrow to go this way. See, all these are retracing right now. And there's one thing that's curious about this thing. If you look at it, when they trend, they all trend. When they don't trend, it seems that nothing's trending. You just stay out of the market. So you say basically, if it's around 3 or 2.7 or something, you don't trade it. And if this is 2.7, you have to wait for the market to hit the trending point. See, now it's retracing. It hits support number 2, resistance. So these are just like guidelines of where it's at. When it hits support, resist, you just get a notification. See, now it's trending there, but the price, there you go, just went positive. Let's see, that's the third chart here at the bottom. Look at all this clunk, because this is overnight, and obviously in the morning it started somewhere here. These are longer time frames. Let me do something more trending. So at a glance, you can see right here, short-term time frames. This is trending. They're all trending upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably right now, and the euro dollar. These two, this one is stronger, as you can tell. The score is higher. So if I come back here, these two. Now, this averages 103 in the past 30 days, 103 pips a day. So it's most probably the most volatile. You have the tick value, which is $10 here. You have the tick value. And how much did it do today between the high and low? It did 45 pips out of 69. So how much wiggle room do you have? 13 pips, 14 pips. This one has 36 approximately to hit the average trading range of the last 30 days. Obviously, for the same pip value, there's more wiggle room in this one. Here you have 66 today. So these guys probably had news. So it surpassed today, high and low, surpassed the average trading range. But how much is left? Is it going to start retracing? And I'll show you the next board where we have the news and stuff. I want to bring your attention to these lines here, right there. So what these are, this tells me that if I'm zoomed in on a 5-minute chart, I don't have to go in and check out the hourly, the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly, because they're all here. Let's make it bigger. When they're all lined up like this, there's a trend. This is obviously, it's pretty difficult when it's off hours. So they, over time, they have a tendency to kind of group back together, and then obviously in the mornings, the open or the news reports, boom, then it starts moving. And when it starts moving, that's when it starts trending. That's when the score starts to move. And then when I do this here, I know the currency strength. These are the most trending right now. Pay attention to these scores. Right now you can see that it would be easier to play the downside. Let me sort that again. Okay, now they're sorted. I'll turn it off. This is the down trending. So let's click on 1, 2, and 3. Out of these 3, look at the average trading range of that one. 22 pips. But today did 55. This one is not as sexy looking. 21 pips. Today did 40. 25 and 56. So it tells me that right now, November 22nd, 2017, there's not much trading range going on a daily basis. And also, I know that on a 5-minute chart, it's spreading away from the longer term moving averages. This is the trending EMA, and the distance between the fast and the slow. This is the trending between fast and the slow. Currency strength index is this spread between the bid and ask. This one doesn't update in real time, so that's why I put this one. Like I said, the RPM, this is sideways. Let's see, EuroCAD on an hourly chart. See, this is an hourly chart, and you could tell that this is going sideways. It's been 5 periods that the market's been hanging around in between. But on a 4-hour chart, this is trending upwards. This is sideways, so it retraced there. You can tell that it retraced on a 15-minute chart. Now on a minute chart, it's going back into the direction of this trend. If it continues going up, it's going to pull the 5-minute up, and then it's going to pull the 15-minute chart up. And sideways, obviously that's going to follow. So there's the order of that. So we have multiple time frames we're looking at. Now it's starting to get up, but see right there, that blue one, that's resistance. This is the yellow 16 MA on a 4-hour chart. That's a 4-hour chart. That's what it looks like. Not too great, huh? Oh, and by the way, here at the bottom is the 4th one. Anytime you want to check out what's going on, you bring this up and you'll see the 4th one. Does this offer enough information to trade and to make money? I'd say it's complementary, because in my whole picture, I would have, I'm going to show you the next dashboard. This would be linked to the news report and some other stuff and some automated trading. Okay? Thanks.